What's up, guys? It's your boy DSGaming, and today we're going to be talking about how to team build for Final Boss Gowther. If you guys don't know, Final Boss Gowther is going to be coming next update. So this video is just going to be talking about what teams or units you can be building now to prepare for Final Boss Gowther when Final Boss Gowther comes out. There are a couple of different teams that you can build and go over. And this is going to be for everybody. Like, I know a lot of free-to-play players are going to be like, well, Durskin, I don't have all these units, or I can't use all these units. I got you guys as well. So anyways, first we're going to be talking about what Gowther does, and then we're going to talk about how to beat it. So, Stage 1 of Final Boss Gowther is a combination of Red Gowther and Blue Gowther. He's going to have AoEs. He literally has this card, like word for word verbatim. Right, rank 2, rank 3 will attack seal you. He also has rank ups, and the rank ups are AoE, so it automatically is rank 2. He'll automatically rank up himself and his 2 minions, or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that's how Gowther works. Now, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think Gowther's ult is the same ult as this Gowther right here. The single target, rank down one, I think. Now, on phase 1, Gowther not only has rank ups, level 2 rank ups, and he has all 3 of these, but Gowther also has this AoE card right here, I believe. Pretty sure. So, if I had to pick one, I'd say Final Boss Gowther is probably one of the easiest in the game. And the reason why I say that is because they have already given us so many units that are easily able to beat Gowther, I guess you could say. And then for phase 2, so phase 1 is basically these 2, and then phase 3 is like all 3, because Gowther gets this like single target ability right here. But I mean, like I said, Gowther is fairly easy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like Gowther is definitely one of the easier final bosses when it comes to this game. So you shouldn't have that many problems, especially because of how they are doing it. With Final Boss King, they released Escanor, right? Well, Escanor was just a normal banner. For Final Boss Gowther, they are releasing Blue Lilia, and she is going to be a step-up banner. So if you have 242 gems, you are guaranteed a copy. Not to mention, you could easily pull her in less gems, and that's even better. So the reason why Lilia is one of the best units for this raid, or the best unit, or whatever, is that if you guys don't know, Gowther will, if you don't AoE, basically attack all the enemies, Gowther will heal, or whatever the case may be, right? Gowther will heal. So you want to make sure you're bringing AoE units, which, if you don't know, Lilia's card is AoE. Lilia can also take away ult gauge, which is really, really nice as well. So on top of her being AoE, and you only gotta attack, basically how it works, you have to attack all the enemies once per turn, right? So you have to AoE them once per turn for them to not heal or whatever. She has AoE, she can take away ult gauge, and she has a heal and a cleanse. Gowther is going to be applying a lot of debuffs, right? Not only is he going to be applying attack seal, but I'm pretty sure there's other debuffs he applies as well. So, she's going to be helping because she can cleanse. Right, she can cleanse, which is really nice. I mean, her ultimate is really nice as well. But yeah, so Lilia is going to be your best bet, right? One of the best case scenario choices for you. And like I said, she's going to be on a step-up banner, 242 gems. So it should be fairly easy to obtain her. Now, the next choice, Blue Demon Meliodas. If you are running Blue Demon Meliodas with Blue Lilia, you are about to slap this raid. You are about to destroy this raid. Because, as we all know, Blue Demon Meliodas does dumb damage on his first card, which is AoE. Well, with Blue Lilia's passive, he's going to be doing even more damage. On top of his passive, he cannot be attack sealed unless he has 5 ult gauge. And if he has 5 ult gauge, he is going to be ulting anyways. So, you cannot, he cannot be attack sealed, so Gowther cannot stop him from attacking. So, no matter what happens, he can attack. So he's going to be super good for this raid. If you guys have him, definitely use him. I know not everybody has this character. So a good substitute would be Blue Elihawk. Now the reason why is because, like I said, Gowther applies a lot of debuffs. Her second skill, Digest, Solidify gives you 30% resistance for 3 turns. So you get 1 Solidify stack when you use it, and you get an additional Solidify stack for each debuff that is removed. So it's very, very good. Rank 2, it's AoE. It's just super, super good. Super good, right? So yeah, if you don't have Blue Demon Meliodas, you could definitely run Blue Elihawk. She's a very good damage dealer for this raid as well. You could easily, and it's like, let's say you don't have either of them, you could easily run Blue Giant Dian, right? Blue Giant Dian has an AoE. Gowther does buff himself a little bit, so this Rupture is going to be doing double damage. Her ultimate is AoE, hits like a truck. She's going to be super good overall. So you could definitely use Giant Dian, who is a free unit. I know a lot of people may not have her built, but if you do have her built, that's a great option as well. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Darskin, I can't summon for Blue Lilia. There's no way I can, get her. I don't have enough gems. Blue King is a very good option for this raid, simply because he can heal and cleanse as well. Now, the difference between him and Lilia is that he cleanses on his rank 1, heals on his rank 2. Lilia heals on her rank 1 and cleanses on her rank 2. So that's the difference. Keep in mind, though, Lilia is better simply because if you are running Blue Elihawk, you don't want to cleanse. You want to have the debuffs, so when you use Solidify, you can get the resistance, right? Now, I mean, you could easily use Solidify first and then, like, heal with King, but it's like, it's just like if you have that rank 1, that cleanse is kind of useless. You see what I'm saying? So, it just depends on what you want to do, but King is a very good substitute for Blue Lilia if you guys do not have her or you guys cannot get her. Now that we've gone over all of that, these are 2 very good free-to-play options for AoE and for a support as far as this raid goes. Wineheart is a very, very good AoE unit. His passive is really good, gives him a lot of pierce and everything like that. He has AoE on both of his cards, right? Both of his cards are AoE. They do the same percents on both cards, so you're always going to be getting the same damage. You're never going to be wanting for more because it's going to be the same. Now, his ultimate's only single target, but that's whatever. You can just use that on Gowther. But yeah, Wineheart, very good free-to-play option. Very good, just very good, easy, accessible option for the Final Boss Gowther. His passive's going to work for everybody as well. You could easily run him with Lilia and Blue Demon Meliodas type deal if you wanted to. And then last but not least, we have Blue Gila. Now, she has an AoE card, which is going to be applying ignites, and then you can, attack with another AoE that'll do more damage. Keep in mind, Gowther can be debuffed. He just can't be heavy debuffed. So like, you can't freeze him, you can't petrify him, you can't do any of that, but you can hit him with soft debuffs like ignite and stuff like that. Now, he will cleanse it on his turn, but for your turn, it won't be cleansed. Also, this card is the same card as King, right? Remove debuffs, remove debuffs and heal, remove debuffs and heal. King has the same thing. Remove debuffs, heal 30%, heal 50%. So yeah, they have the exact same cards if you guys did not know. Gila's ultimate is also AoE as well. So that's just something you could definitely do if you guys wanted to. Now that we've got that out of the way, let me go ahead and pull up Grand Cross real quick. Give me a second. Just looking at the teams, right? So like, let's go ahead and build the team. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over right here, just randomly. So this is how you could build the team, right? Boom, boom. We're just gonna use Green Lilia for the sake of, and then you could easily run like King right here. And then for the fourth slot is pretty much whatever. And what I mean by whatever, you can run Blue Jericho, because Blue Jericho gives 10% attack-related stats to all allies. You could run Blue Jericho. Let's say you're struggling to survive just a little bit. You could easily run Marmus, giving 30% HP to blue types. Those are pretty much the only two that I recommend. If you're not struggling for HP, you could just run Jericho for damage. And then it's like, if you are struggling, I'd use Marmus for HP. But outside of that, like, there's not really anybody else you want to use. I mean, you could use Liz for the healing, but those would be about the 3 units I would say run. Now, obviously, if you don't have Meliodas, you could put in Blue Elihawk. If you don't have Blue Elihawk or Meliodas for some odd reason, you could easily use Giant Deanne. If you don't have Giant Deanne built, or you don't have enough mats to build her, so it'd be easier building somebody else. Where's he at? You could easily put Wineheart in here as well. If you don't have King built for whatever odd, unearthly reason, I don't know why you would not have him built, but let's say you just don't have him built, or you want some more AoE, right? Say you want AoE, you could bring Gila, whatever the case may be. Say you don't have her, you could just run damage here, or you could run King here. Like, there's a lot of different like versions or ways you could do it, but these are all the units that you want to be using for this raid. So, or for this final boss, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.